If you guys do not know, I turned 23. It sounds wrong. Is this place? The truth is that even if I don't make a decision, it's still a decision. So even if you don't make a decision, that's still a decision. While you have your life, I want you to live it. The most important one to me is take your test and your exams seriously, and that really messed me up. Guys, when I tried that, I did not sleep. I was still not able to memorize anything, and mosquitoes were biting me. Learn about yourself. Take that conscious effort. Be intentional, because trust me, in uni, people best know how to push you into doing what you don't want to do. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back. If this is your first time seeing my face, you're welcome to the family. My name is Okwebi, and on here I share content based on vlogs, commentary, learning tips, and lifestyle. I've missed you guys so freaking much. Like, I miss creating content and reading your comments. I have been away, and it feels like this is my first time again filming, and I feel like that shy kid coming out of a hiding spot and into the spotlight.
Okay.
How have you guys been? How has 2022 been treating you? How has life been lately? I hope you're very well, and I've been very well. Life has been lifing, first of all. I'm grateful in everything. I still have my life, right? And when there's life, you can move, you can plan, you can do all sorts you want. I'm just grateful for life. That's been my biggest flex. This is going to be a mini life update, and it's also going to be me sharing my uni experience for those who haven't entered university, and how to plan, how to prepare, and what to expect going into the university for the first time, just being out there. I'm going to first start off with things that has happened to me while I have been away. Been activities filled with all sorts, and I've been loving it. I've been resting, I've been thinking, working on me. And I want to first touch on rebranding. I feel like for a minute I've really struggled with what really rebranding means to me, because I watch a lot of content creators, and I'm trying to get a me from them, if that makes sense. Like, I'm trying to reshape what they've done, and it's lacking a me presence, it's lacking me, my originality, and just me wanting to just do something that has already been done because it's easy. And it's just been a struggle, because I love a lot of content creators I see. It just made me to become burnt out, because I'm just trying to, it's like an endless journey working on something that is for somebody else basically, and not mine. And I have decided that, you know what, I'm going to start somewhere, and I'm not going to allow, perfectionism to take over my life, to control my life. I'm in charge, and you should be in charge of your life too. I've come to terms with the fact that I wouldn't be perfect. I would make mistakes. I'm allowed to make mistakes on this journey of becoming this beautiful woman I am becoming. I'm allowed to rebrand myself as many times as I want, and still not take away me factor from it. I've also been basking in living in the present moment, being more conscious. I would call it living consciously, and I think it's something every one of us should practice. And I've been doing that for the past 2 months. I have, been in spaces, been in places with my loved ones, and I'm so conscious and being intentional that, yeah, I'm really there with them, and I'm not thinking of what not, the future, my worries, my fears, and not thinking of the next day, and try to live, that day that I am seeing, because I've realized, like, life is a gift. And as Christians, we believe we have a bright future and everything, but again, life is not something that you can say what happens next, just God. And so I try to live today fully. I try to do that, and I've really been enjoying it, just really being, you know in life, not just existing, but living my best life, living life. And yeah, and when I say living life, trust me, I'm not talking about luxury vacations. I'm not talking about trips and whatnot. I'm not talking about partying or clubbing. I'm talking about really genuinely like taking care of me, doing things I really enjoy, and it goes down from going to the cinema, watching a nice movie on my phone or on TV, enjoying God's presence, reading devotionals, watching my favorite content creators on YouTube, on Instagram, and a bit of podcasts here and there. And I've just been loving it, honestly. Like, life is a gift, and I don't want to take it for granted anymore. I also struggled with overthinking and with also perfectionism. One of the major reasons I left YouTube was because I felt like I needed to do more with my editing. I felt like I'm not a fast editor when it comes to, creating the video finalization, being able to upload for, you guys to watch. And I just felt like it wasn't for me. Editing wasn't for me. It's not my specialty. My specialty is to film content, which I have been doing, by the way. I've filmed a lot of content for you guys, but perfectionism makes me feel like it's not enough, and then I end up deleting most of it. But hold up, I have videos for you guys that I cannot wait to upload. I have my birthday vlog going to be up soon. I have some other videos I really want you guys to enjoy with me, and I'll be uploading them hopefully soon. I struggle with overthinking. I overthink. It's like even to the tiniest things, like you don't want to imagine what I overthink. It's just been a whole lot. It's been affecting my creative space. I just want everything to be perfect, 100%. And I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but it just becomes a bad thing when all you do is think, and no action. That has been a dead end for me, and I've not been able to achieve a lot. I'm just going to say to you out there, if you're like me and you struggle with wanting everything you put your hands or effort into to be perfect, 100 over 100, it's okay to make mistakes, but what is not okay is just overthinking, just creating this perfect idea of something you want to produce and not making any actions to actually do it. And I'm challenging you as I'm challenging myself to just do it. A friend of mine recently told me that, my first video definitely wasn't the next video after that. It was improved, it was better, and so I should lean into that more and not be stuck in thinking and thinking, what if it's not, what if this doesn't have views, what if this doesn't do well, it doesn't impact people. I really want to create content that I'm really interested in, quality conversations, conversations I love, conversations that make sense, conversations that are impactful, that would bring a change, and definitely conversations that are fun, that we talk about with our friends, with colleagues, with people here and there. I really want to do more of that, and so help me God. And yeah, that's been that. Also, personal development. I've been working on, taking my life more seriously, because if you guys do not know, I turned 23.
No,
Is
no,
this
no, no.
playing? Is this playing? 23. Like, for real. I can't believe like I'm 2 years away from 25. It sounds wrong. It sounds strange. It sounds, scary. Honestly, I'm not even going to lie to you guys. It took me a while to even accept that I was studying 23, and I've eventually accepted. I decided to take myself more seriously, though I take myself seriously, but there's just that feeling when you need to get up, you need to stand up, don't be weak in the knees.
I'll be weak in the knees. Stand up. Stand up.
Have plans for your life. Basically, that's what I've been doing for the past 2 months. I've been taking courses. It's been stretching me to, to think, to be patient, to apply knowledge, to I don't even know the grammar, the Igbo to use, but it's been a wake up call for me that there is work to be done. I need to be more responsible. I need to plan for my life really, because he who fails to plan plans to fail. Truth is that even if I don't make a decision, it's still a decision. So even if you don't make a decision, that's still a decision. You get me? And I rather lean to the positive, knowing that I'm doing something that would benefit my future and my life in the long run. Add more to myself, not just being a YouTube creator. I also want to, do more for myself. This is a sensitive one for me. The last or not the least on my life update is I have had health struggles, and I'm saying this because not just because I want you to know that yeah, I've been going through that. If you're just coming, I've been going through a lot. Yeah, it's because I feel like God is just in control. There's just this peace I've been having, knowing that God has my back. And I really don't know who is out there watching this right now. Whatever you're going through, it's not going to be the end of you. You still have your life, and you're still breathing, you're still, living your life. And while you have your life, I want you to live it. Like knowing that even if one plan doesn't work, I can still try something else. It's not an over journey. And that's also how it has been for me elsewise. It's been a struggle. I've been going back and forth, and I know that God is in control. And I also know that that there's been times I've had like deep sadness, intense deep sadness. I'm not able to function, and I just drown myself in watching movies, and just eating and whatnot, and just doing things I really enjoy. Really, one thing I want you to hold from this conversation, this particular conversation, is that I'm more self-aware, knowing that my emotions are tools. My negative emotions doesn't define me, neither does my positive emotions define me. They are all tools, and they are all emotions. They are emotions, like I learned recently, there are emotions that would eventually fade away, go away and be replaced with something else. It's an unending circle. Whatever it is you feel in that moment, it would pass. And I don't want you to see that the end of your life. It will pass, and you're not miserable, and your life is so worth it, and you are not messed up. You're not. You're actually not. And it's your mind playing games with you. I've just learned to, do away with, such emotions, and just know that that's not the end of me. God has your back. God has your back. God has your back. Your family loves you. Your friends love you. You're doing great, and I'm rooting for you. The other part of this video, which is talking about my uni experience in the University of Lagos. Yeah, I'm a final year student of the University of Lagos. If you did not know that information, now you know. I'm going to be talking about categories of different things you should know if you're just about to enter uni, or you just gained admission into the university. I'm going to be sharing my Nigerian experience, because I school in Nigeria, and I can only tell you from that point of view. So let's get right into the first thing I want you to know, be prepared for, to expect. I'm going to start off with the most important one to me, is take your test and your exams seriously. Being in school is more of a serious work than a playground. And I'm not saying, yeah, go crazy and be all serious 247 like a robot. No, that's not what I'm talking about. So when I gained admission to the university in 100 level, I never took my test serious. So in secondary school here in Nigeria, like we tend to have like more tests done before the examinations. Like you could have like, I can't remember, but I know they were definitely not one, and probably 2 3 tests before exams, if I'm not wrong. And yeah, that was how it was done in secondary school. Now going into the uni, I didn't know in uni like it's just one test and then exam, and that really messed me up. and I realized it late, like late, not 100 level. I want you to not overlook it. I don't want you to take it for granted. Your test, take it serious. So that means you must have been reading before you have a test, right? So take it really, really serious, because whatever you get in test, let's say you do so well in test, you get 30, test is like over 40. You get 30 over 40, or you get 25 over 40. And in exams, you're having like 40 over 60, that's like 60 something over 100, and that's like a B. A start from 70, that's not a bad mark, that's not a bad grade to have in your 100 level, because it's 100 level sets the foundation for you. If you do so well in your 100 level, just set this foundation, and you get to understand as you progress to your next level and to the next one. And I want you to just take your test seriously and your exams, and the combination of those two, you're going to, be set to, do great for yourself in university. Another thing I want to talk about regarding that is know your type of learning method. So I really don't know how many types of learning methods we have, but I know the ones I know I'm going to mention. So we have the visual method. Okay, I'm just going to Google this part real quick. There are actually like about, it's a lot. So we have the auditory learning, we have the visual learning, we have the cooperative learning, we have the direct institution, we have the distance learning, we have the active learning, and we have learning by teaching, we have role learning, we have action learning, we have kinetic learning. I think this would really set you up in a really, really great way in your academic performance in the university. Know the type of learner you are. Don't be a follow. Don't be a copy. Something called overnight, and it's just this hype around people that read throughout the night. Your friends will just be like, "Are you going for overnight? Are you going for overnight?" I'm like, "Yes." It's like a big deal, because that means you're not going to sleep. You're going to lose sleep throughout the night just because you want to ace an exam. Meanwhile, you might not be that type of learner. Guys, when I tried that, I did not sleep, and I was still not able to memorize anything, and mosquitoes were biting me, and I was just like, why did I do this? And trust me, I didn't do it just once. I was still testing myself. I think I did like 2, 3 more times, just because I was scared I was going to fail, and I decided to just do overnight. That eventually wasn't my style, and so I slept, I did not read, I did not gain anything from it. And don't be pulled by peer pressure for that. Know the type of learner you are. Are you the type of learner when you read, you memorize, you write it down? That's the way you're able to remember and rewrite what you've just learned. Or your type of learning is, visual, when you see it written, when you see it being explained, you're able to remember, you're able to memorize, and you're able to learn that way. Just know the type of learner you are. Trust me, this would set you up real good, and you wouldn't be following the crowd that does overnight or this or that. You know the type of learner you are. You could be a learner that reads throughout the day and you still get everything right. And it's not necessarily the overnight that majority like to do. That is your thing. Because if it's not for you, it's not for you, and you end up still feeling last. And what's the point? Why not pour that energy into something that is for you, than following your friend that probably might not even read until maybe a day before the exam, and they'll still do well. you know Figure out what works for you. Try the different type of learning. I learned mine late again, and but I've been doing much better knowing the type of learner I am. Trust me, nobody told me these things, but I want you to know these things now, so you're able to help yourself. Finding yourself in uni, I really feel like, if I think about it, did I really find myself in uni? um I think in a way, in the sense of, I might not necessarily have found myself in uni in the positive light, but at least I know what I don't want. I think so far so good. If I'm being honest, I've not really learned anything so positively in university, but I have learned what I don't want, which is the negative part. Because that's more of the happening thing, what people are leaning more into in the uni. And I just know it's not me, it's not my life, it's not my calling. I can't do that. I'm not everybody. I'm a special baby girl. Just don't try to be like your friend. Try to be like someone in the senior year class in the university that you look up to. Be yourself, and being yourself is definitely exploring, experimenting. And when I say these two things, exploring and experimenting, I'm not saying take risky risks, like things that would endanger your life, things that would put you in trouble. I know it, and just stay away from that. Find yourself, find your community of people, the kind of people you want to relate with, the kind of activities you want to do. Just learn about yourself, really. Like, just do it. Learn about yourself. Don't wait and let others do that for you. Like, let others say, oh, this is the cool thing, or this is what you should be involved in, or this is what you should not be involved in. Learn about yourself. Take that conscious effort. Be intentional, because trust me, in uni, people best know how to push you into doing what you don't want to do. Because I mean, it's a free world. You're far from your parents, or maybe you're not even far from them, but they don't stay with you in school. They're not with you most of the day, and you have really a lot of free time to yourself after classes and whatnot. And so find yourself, find yourself, find yourself, find yourself. Talk about hostels. So I'm in a federal university that's owned by the government. It is shit. It is the absolute shit. I don't recommend going to an hostel, because I don't know, I just feel like hostel is just, yeah, I'm just going to tell you what you're going to take out from being in an hostel. Being in an hostel will definitely make you to know more people, probably even have more friends that you meet in the hostel, know more things, maybe more current things happening, just update school, and probably being, should I say street smart? Because it's a government owned school, so probably know more things that normally you wouldn't know, because you're coming from a secondary school and probably don't know much. But in hostel, you hear a lot of things, a lot of people's experiences, what people have gone through, what people are going through. You just pick it up, and you know what to do with them, really. And I think that's what you just learn from hostel. You get to be able to live with other people. You get to accommodate other people. You get to network, and again, yeah, like you can build this friendship. You can build this community with your roommate, but not necessarily. I don't think all roommates are going to be your friends, or would even be your friends, but just get to be able to manage people, deal with people, and accept people more, because that's what living in hostel really does to you. You're able to, you're seeing these people every day, so you get to learn and you get to unlearn, and you just get to see life in a different way in an hostel, filled with people from diverse backgrounds. And the very last thing I would like to touch on is the freedom of being a university student, a university undergraduate, and living off campus. So obviously, yeah, you're really now a young adult doing life your own way, your own terms, and conditions, really, because your parents still have a control over you, especially if they're one funding your lifestyle. They're the ones paying your bills, your rent, your school fees, and everything. But as far as they're not always going to be with you most of the day in uni, you really have all the time to yourself, and yeah, you make do with that. And I would advise you to make do with that with something that is actually going to fulfill you, flourish you. It sounds all perfect and cliche, but trust me, there's nothing like having peace, knowing that you're not in harm's way, knowing that you don't get to deal with unnecessary trauma. Because when you have freedom, you tend to lose it, and you will be the one inviting trauma into your life. You'll be the one inviting insecurities, issues, drama into your life. So rather, and I feel like we want to be dealing with art, trauma, and all of that. So I mean, like, make do with that freedom in the best possible way for yourself. And yes, I'm going to be giving you ways how I think you can make do with that. Knowing who you are, knowing the kind of activities that interest you, knowing the kind of community that interests you. If you want to make a change in your life, around you, your surroundings, amongst your friends, amongst people definitely know that leaning into the negative influence of having freedom is not going to get you anywhere in life, really. And if that's not for you, obviously this part of the video is not meant for you, and I can't help you with that. You would make mistakes, yeah, trust me. Yes, let me just wrap this up by saying you would make mistakes in school. You would not intentionally want to choose bad friends or bad situations or bad things that happen to you. Some of these things will happen, but your ability to move past it, and definitely seek help when you need it. Don't be shy to seek help. Don't be shy to ask for advice. If you are making a mistake somewhere or you're unsure about a situation regarding your academics or whatnot, reach out to people. Don't be shy. That really saved my life. One of my courses, I had an issue, and because I was able to open up with someone that I don't really even talk to the guy in school, but because I opened up to him, I was able to save myself from failing that course. And really, I would advise you to make do with it. Really, don't be shy to ask for help. Don't be shy to ask for advice. You don't know it all. Nobody knows it all. We're all learning. It's a learning curve. It's a learning experience being in uni, and definitely have fun. Have fun. Have fun. Make memories. Take pictures. Not in the negative way, because I don't recommend that. I don't advocate that. And yeah, I think you would be good. I think you actually be fine last, and yeah, these are just things I wasn't really told about in school, and I learned along the line. But I felt like sharing that to somebody out there, even if it's just one person, is going to help you navigate your journey in school. And I can't wait to be done with the school. I beg, I'm tired. We've been on ASU strike, and hopefully the strike gets called off immediately. And I'm very positive about this, and I know it will be called off. It's been fun, talking to you guys about my life, and then being in you guys' business to regard school. Please do drop in the comment section where have you been in 2022? How has life been treating you lately? Tell me all about it. I'm ready to read you guys' comment and respond, and just know what's been popping with you. Give me all the G's, give me all the tea, give me all the story time. And again, you guys, please share with me what you want me to share and post on here, because I just really want to know what you guys want to see from me. What type of content do you want to see? Yeah, I'm open to all suggestions, and I'm very grateful if you can do that. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification bell, share this video, tell a friend about this video. I appreciate it a lot, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next upload. Bye for now.